My wife wants a divorce, but she still wants to live together. Hi guys, Jeremy here. I am your mindset mastery guy. And today, you've been hit with a bombshell. She said, I want a divorce, but then she adds in, still live together? What is up with that? So today, we're going to explore that a little bit. Let's dig in. Guys, Jeremy here, and I have been working with men, women, couples for over 26 years, and I have seen a variety of circumstances. So as strange as it sounds and as crazy as it feels, this idea that she wants a divorce, but she still wants to live together, there's actually a couple of other things that are going on. So we're going to dig into that today. We're going to come out with a couple of key critical ideas to understand and some ways that you could possibly take this relationship, this conversation, because that's really what this is. You ready? Let's dig in. Now, the thing to understand is there is a lot of complexity to the differences between masculine communication and feminine communication. So when she says to you, I want a divorce, but I still want to live together, that may be she doesn't actually want a divorce. She's throwing you a bone. She wants to save this relationship. She wants to recover, but she doesn't want to be the one who's driving all the action and feel like it's her responsibility to save everything yet again. It really depends on the patterns between you and her and what's going on previously in the relationship. How are the two of you relating? How are the two of you getting your needs met? Has she been reaching to you time and again, and she's been setting you up and she's just tired of reaching out and she wants you to finally take some decisive action? Either we're going to end this relationship or you're going to recover. You're going to show up like the man I always knew you could be. I want to share with you a quick story. I had a client and he came to me because his wife had thrown down an ultimatum quite like this one. It was, you got to fix this. I need you to show up or I'm taking the kids and I'm leaving. You've got a year to fix this. So at least she gave him a time frame. A lot of women won't even do that. But he looked at their situation. They couldn't afford to actually divorce or separate or live in different places because money was so tight where they were living. So when he came to me, it really was a situation, I gotta fix this. I gotta find out what's going on. And her threats, turns out he had been emotionally walled off. He had been shut down and not showing up the way that she needed him to. And she had been criticizing him. She had been emasculating him. She had been tearing into him verbally, which, oddly enough, made him shut down more and more and more. So when he and I got to talking, it really was about, this is a passionate man who was doing his absolute best to be a provider and be a protector and really show up for his family, but he was only doing it economically and he wasn't really doing it to the mental and emotional needs. And so I helped him understand, dude, you had a past with her and you had a process with her and that's fine, but now you've got kids. She needs you to show up in a new and different way. And so we helped to grow him and expand him. And one of the things that he learned that was a key distinction is sometimes when the feminine goes into scarcity, a lot of women will test the masculine. They say things they don't actually mean, but they feel in the moment, and they're not loving themselves. They're not being loving. It's a test. Do you love me? Will you show up for me? So maybe that's what's going on in this conversation, and maybe not. That's one possible interpretation. There's a couple more. The second way to think of this or to receive this communication is, she may be done with you and the relationship, but she likes you as a person, or she likes the efficiency of the way our lives work. It's just convenient. It just makes sense. It saves on expenses. It's very practical. She wants her cake and to eat it too. She wants all the benefits of being a wife in terms of the financial side, but I don't have to put up with, the sex, and I don't have to placate your emotions, and I get a safe place to live. I have a safe place to be. So she gets all the benefits with none of the responsibilities or requirements. So that may be what's going on, where she's just kind of sick of you at a certain point, but not completely sick of you totally and utterly. Okay, guys, now before I get to the third point, I really would be helpful if is this making sense for you? Is this landing? Let me know if you've dealt with a situation like this in the comments down below. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe because it helps to get this kind of information out to more divorced dads or guys that are heading that way, to get some good information and, more important, some mental and emotional support. Because a lot of us guys, we don't like to ask for help. We don't like to be vulnerable. And so literally we die sometimes with pain in our hearts that didn't have to be there. It could have been resolved if we had just found another piece of information. So please. Now, the third point, this is a little more Machiavellian in nature, but it's possible she's got something else that she wants to explore, some other relationship, some other opportunity. And if it doesn't work out, she wants to keep you as a safe harbor so that she has a safe place to come back to. And, she can kind of throw you a bone and let you recover the relationship. And I hate to be that utilitarian and that direct because, unfortunately, the female of the species, feminine energy, is much more adaptable, much more flexible. And she will focus on, kind of the strongest jockey, so to speak. Who's the most successful? Who's the best provider? Where's the safest place? Her loyalty is to that, not necessarily to the promises she gave you. Now, I'm not saying all women are like this. I'm saying feminine in scarcity has a pattern because we want to make a distinction between men and women and masculine feminine polarity. And I know it seems kind of silly or kind of subtle, but it really is literally a world of difference because a man operating as feminine behaves a certain way and a man operating as masculine, totally different animal. Same for women in their masculine or their feminine, we run along similar patterns. And so when you begin to understand these key distinctions, life and love get a whole lot easier. I got a free resource for you because you're still living with her with this whole divorce thing and emotions are running high and it's possible that you're gonna get loud sometimes. So I have a special guide for you. It's called How to Not Yell at Your Ex-Wife. You wanna make sure you go check it out. We have the link in the description down below and we're gonna pin it as the first comment as well. So just hit that link, get that free guide, and start cleaning up your communication so that you don't end up saying something you feel in the moment, but you don't actually mean and isn't actually true. So I got your back, guys. You take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.